Hey guys, welcome back. We've got another special guest video. So those who don't know, I'm taking a short break this summer, and in this video we've got Specky McSporran, a fellow Instagrammer and YouTuber. And yeah, you'll have to excuse his accent. He's north of the border up in Scotland, so he's going to be showing us how he details a normal car. And this one, he's got his dad's Mercedes. So yeah, we'll dive straight into this.
Hello there! So while Matt is away, I get to make a video on absolutely anything I want. And I know Matt probably expected me to make scones or talk about Highland dancing, but no, we're going to talk about car care, amazingly. I'm going to be able to bring you more style, a nicer beard, and a more understandable accent, which is probably going to cut all of this out, but we'll see. Today I have my father's Mercedes E-Class estate. It is in dire need of a wash. It has been about 4 or 5 months since its last cleaning. So it's going to be covered in all manner of countryside road grime and anything else that's built up over time. I'm going to be trying a bunch of different products, whether they be old or new or just new to me, to give that car a bit of a lift, make it a bit more shiny and clean, and give it a little bit of protection before coming back towards the beginning of summer to give it a really good going over. So I hope you enjoy what's going to happen today. Let's roll the video. Speaking of rolling, here we go with something a little bit flashy that you might be used to with Matt. So the car is looking absolutely filthy. Months of road grime, countryside roads, farms nearby, mud, muck, you name it, this car is covered in it. Every time I ask my dad to go and wash it himself, he always threatens to take it through an automatic car wash. He knows how to push my buttons. So here I am being nearly defeated by the childproof cap. That is High Definition Details Breakthrough Wheel Shampoo going into that bucket. I have 2 buckets, and you'll see why in a moment. Also, it's really useful to have something like this, a little angleable pressure washer nozzle, which allows you to spray up and around. Give yourself a good chance. Make sure you get all the surface dirt off the wheels where possible. Now this is iron fallout remover. This is High Definition Details Ferrous Ferric. It's an iron fallout remover gel, which means it will cling to the wheels for a longer period of time and hopefully allow the chemicals to do their thing. This is Stjarnagloss Forced, which I'm using as a citrus pre-cleaner on the tyres before giving them a scrub. And this is SGCB's brand new tyre scrubbing brush. Now I'm used to using the Tough Shine brush, but I much prefer this one. The bristles are more widely spaced out and angled to allow me to get across the whole tyre very easily. And they're a really good balance of stiffness and flexibility to really allow me to get into the tyre grime, and it's quite ergonomic too. This is my new favourite tyre scrubbing brush, and this was the first time I used it, but I really love it. So you can see the foam is turning brown. That means the tyres were really filthy, even though they got a good rinse over. Now going into the wheel barrels with this knockoff EZ wheel barrel brush. This lets me get in there and loosen up some of the looser, not fully stubborn dirt, but getting off the surface dirt. The wheel shampoo is really helping here, and it's combining with the iron fallout gel. Now, when your brush starts to get a bit filthy, take it back into your bucket of clean water and rinse it off. You don't want to put filth and dirt back into your shampoo bucket. Just like a 2-bucket wash when you're cleaning your car's bodywork. So once the main surface dirt is taken care of, this is the detailed online wheel scrubber. It's smaller than my largest wheel woolly, but larger than the medium size. So it's somewhere in between, and being microfiber, it has a little bit more bite to help me attack more of the stubborn brake dirt and dust. And this is the small wheel woolly, which allows me to get in between the brake discs and wheel, and also behind the caliper. It's all about having the right tools for the job. And once that's done, I've got my Vican soft wheel face brush for taking care of the wheel faces. Rinsing it off, you can see there's a big difference there. The wheel is much nicer and cleaner, so is the tyre, but just to be sure, a second hit of Forced and the tyre brush, and you can see the foam is coming up white, which means the tyre is nice and clean. That means it's going to have a better chance of allowing any tyre dressings to stick to the rubber. Now my girlfriend decided to join in because she had nothing better to do. No, not really. She was actually trimming her bush. I mean, she was trimming the hedge at the side of the house. She was trimming the hedge and she got a bit bored, so she decided to join in here and help me with the pre-wash. I think I got away with that one. So first it's a pre-rinse to make sure we're knocking off loose dirt. And that is a hose ease device, which is great. It stops your hose from snagging underneath your tyres. This is the pre-wash. I'm using Bouncer's CI Wash or Citrus pre-wash product in my big pump sprayer, covering the whole car. We've already knocked off the loose dirt. Now it's time to attack some of the more stubborn dirt. Then coating it in a thin dilution of snow foam. This is Stjarna Gloss's snow foam. And this is just there to make sure that the citrus pre-wash doesn't dry on the paint. So it's only a thin coating, we're not going for super thick suds or thick foam this time. And here's a slow motion shot for some of you that like this kind of thing. And what I'm hoping for is that while it runs off the paint, the citrus pre-wash will have loosened some of that dirt and the running snow foam will try to carry some of it away. Now while it's dwelling, I've got a general all-purpose cleaner here in a spray bottle, and I'm going around all of the areas that would be dirt traps, so around the windows, door handles, you name it. And in my hand is a Carbon Collective Ultra Soft detailing brush to help agitate and loosen any of the dirt that could be stuck in any of these areas. And don't forget those badges, especially on the back of an estate car. And clean your flaps. Flaps are important. Now rinse off the car and then directly spray the pressure washer nozzle right into the fuel flap at a 45-degree angle, right back at where the camera is, and get water on the camera. And then don't realise it's there for the rest of the video. High quality content. And here I'm going slower because you've got to make sure that you're actually blasting off the dirt. You're not just rinsing the snow foam off the car, you are pushing the dirt from the car. That's the whole purpose of it. Now this is the contact wash. I've got Garage Therapy's Zero Decon shampoo in the bucket, and I'm using Detailed Online's Chenille wash pad. I really like a wash pad. They're larger and they hold more suds and more water than a regular wash mitt. And this is a much stronger shampoo solution, so it's going to help really attack the dirt. Once the car's been washed and rinsed, it's time to dry it. And yes, I am wetting my drying towel. If you don't already know this, a drying towel is always more effective when it's slightly dampened compared to being completely dry. It sort of primes the fibers ready to pick up more water. Now I'm just giving it a general dry down here to get most of the water off, because I want to give it a bit of a chemical decontamination, because I can feel something under the towel. Listen to this. that is tar. So I've got AM tar here from AM Details, and I'm spraying it across the lower sections of the car to help dissolve those tar deposits. Spray it on, leave it for a few minutes, spray it onto another towel and gently wipe it over, and you'll feel the difference as the tar spots start to get collected by the towel and the towel runs across the panel smoothly. There's a big difference there. What's left on the panel will either be iron fallout or anything else which can't be removed from a chemical decontamination. I do the iron fallout after this, but I can't show you any of it because iron fallout doesn't show up on black paint at all. So I skipped that process, and you're just going to have to trust me that I did it. Then I went round the entire lower half of the car again with the snow foam to neutralize any of the decontaminant chemicals, to make sure that they're not doing anything on the paint or sitting there longer than they need to, and then giving it a quick rinse off. And here I am just rinsing it off. I don't need to blast it off with hard pressure, just get the snow foam and the chemicals off there. After the towel drying, I'm using my pet blower here, set at the highest speed and the highest heat mode, to blast any water out of panel gaps, door handles, window trims, anything at all that could be hanging on to excess water. The last thing you want is to be sitting there with a clean dry car and spot water running out from somewhere that it's been caught in. It just ruins the look. So here I'm blowing it out of the little gaps and catching it with my drying towel, and anything else that's left behind is being evaporated by the heat. Now it's time to protect it. This is AM Details Seal. You can see it separates in the bottle when it's been sitting for a while, so give it a good shake. This is the first time I've used this product. It was sent to me by my good friend Paul Dolden, who has been raving about this product for years and telling me I really need to try it. So I finally took him at his word to see if it's any good, and I have a soft sponge applicator pad here, which is what the instructions tell you to do. It's a very quick and easy product to apply. It's somewhere in between a sealant and a wax. Watch this, bit of a mistake coming up. Action replay. Oh, that could have hit the ground and really annoyed me. That was lucky. So a small amount of this product goes a very, very long way, and you can see it on the panel as well. It's darkening the panel. You can really go a long way with this. It's very enjoyable to use. It's also very nice smelling. And all you have to do is apply it and allow it to dry to a haze. So it all really depends on the weather at the time. If it's a warmer or cold day, warmer days might haze up a bit more quickly. You can see it there. It's starting to haze, and it looks a bit like a wax has been applied. Once it's ready to come off, a soft buffing towel, no real pressure required, very quick and easy to take this product off. I'm really enjoying this sealant. It will give me good protection, although we won't need too much of it at the moment, but it was worth giving it a try, and it's a pleasure to use. Now for the tyres, I'm using SB Pro Tire Glaze formula. One spray onto one of these Wish foam tyre applicators. And one spray is usually enough to do most of the tyre. You may need to top it up, you may not. It depends on the size of your tyre. But it leaves a relatively nice satin finish. Not super glossy, not super dull. And what you're left with is this after the whole job. The tyres are nice and deep and dark, the wheels are clean, the bodywork is slick and shiny and deep. The sealant has done a cracking job at improving the look of the car. It really has darkened that black paint. It really is lovely and glossy now. And I didn't get a chance to show you the water behavior from it, but it beads up really nicely. And being a mixture of natural and synthetic products, it should last a decent amount of time. But there we go, the car is looking absolutely fantastic again. So there you have it, the car is looking so much nicer now. It's clean, it's shiny, it's glossy, it's deep. It's exactly what I wanted from today. It's always good to use products which you know are effective because they speed up your working process and they give you the confidence that the job you're doing is going to be done well. Now the protection from the sealant there, it's a fantastic product. It doesn't need to last a super long time. That car is going to come back to me at the beginning of summer so that we can make sure it gets a good polish and an improvement overall. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. Before I pass you back, make sure you come and find me on YouTube and all of my socials. Thank you very much to the Detailing World team for having me as a guest host. I really hope you've enjoyed this content, but now I'll pass you back to Matt.
Thanks very much for that then, Specky. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and as always I'll put links to our channel and Specky's channel just here and here somewhere, probably over my face. Just click on those and subscribe. Show a fellow YouTuber some extra love. Let's get him some extra subscribers. Also put a couple of links here and around here, videos that you might enjoy. I'll see if I can find them from Specky's that you might like. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this. If you'd like to see more guest videos, let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one.